Men of the Nigeria Anti-Illicit Drugs Police, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA have arrested and served the life of a near-elderly aged man, a 59-year-old businessman, Chijoke Nnanna Igbokwe, who had in his stomach 81 wraps of cocaine pellets for 7 days after he ran out of cash, and was denied entry into the destination country, Beirut in Lebanon, forcing him to return to Addis Ababa where he ingested the illicit drugs, but was unable to excrete the swallowed drugs. Hence he boarded Ethiopia Arline flight to Lagos State and was arrested by NDLEA, who had to help him remove the illegal substances from his stomach through major surgery. NDLEA said the suspect left Nigeria to Addis Ababa on January 22, 2025 and ingested the illicit consignments on January 23, 2025 at a cost of $3,000, and he was arrested at the international airport in Lagos State on January 26, 2025 after the failed delivery of the illicit drugs in Beirut, Lebanon. NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi, in a news release on Sunday, also stated that the NDLEA intercepted 2,000 kilograms skunk coming from Ghana at Lagos Beach. Details of the news release reads below. In a near-death experience, a 59-year-old businessman, Chijoke Nnanna Igbokwe, has undergone a surgery, exploratory laparotomy, to let out 57 out of 81 pellets of cocaine stuck in his stomach after 7 days of ingesting the illicit substance in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Igbokwe was arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, at the arrival hall of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, MMIA, during the inward clearance of passengers on Ethiopian Airlines flight on Sunday the 26th of January 2025. He was promptly taken for body scan, which revealed illicit drugs in his system. He was soon after taken into NDLEA custody for excretion observation. Investigation revealed that Igbokwe, who claims to be into cloth business at Arena, Oshodi area of Lagos, departed Lagos on the 22nd of January to Addis Ababa, where he ingested the 81 wraps of cocaine the following day, the 23rd of January, and boarded a flight to Beirut, Lebanon, to deliver the illicit consignment for a fee of $3,000. Upon his arrival in Beirut, he said he was refused entry because he had less than $2,000, the amount required to grant him entry. He was then deported to Addis Ababa, where he attempted excreting the illicit drugs but could not. He thereafter proceeded to Lagos on Saturday the 25th of January with the consignment in his bowel. He was however arrested upon his arrival at the Lagos airport by NDLEA officers on the 26th of January. After 5 days under excretion observation, he could only expel 24 pellets following initial medical intervention at the agency's medical facility and the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, Lasut Ikeja. With the clock ticking for him and the complication of other underlying medical conditions, the suspect was eventually admitted at the tertiary facility, where he had to undergo exploratory laparotomy to extract the remaining 57 wraps of cocaine stuck in his stomach after his wife and brother endorsed the necessary consent forms on Thursday the 30th of January. In all, a total of 81 pellets of the Class A drug with a gross weight of 1.943 kilograms were recovered from his stomach. Meanwhile, NDLEA operatives in Lagos on Wednesday the 29th of January intercepted a consignment of 2,000 kilograms of Ghanaian loud, a strain of cannabis produced in Ghana, at Lekki Beach, where two suspects, Sunday Awode and Christopher Cletus, attempted loading them into a truck. The suspects, the skunk shipment and the van were immediately taken into custody. Another suspect, Lawal Idris Olasunkanmi, was also arrested same day with 55 kilograms skunk during a raid at his base in Mushin area of Lagos. Across the country, NDLEA commands and formations continued their war against drug abuse. WADA, sensitization lectures and advocacy visits to worship centers, schools, workplaces, palaces of traditional rulers and communities all through the past week. Instances include wider sensitization lecture to students and staff of Grand Light Model School, Ata Odosun, Akwa Ibom, Community Grammar School, Igana, Iwajoa Local Government Area, Oyo State, Ebote Afuye Primary School, Ekwe, Lagos State, Akwakuma Girls Secondary School, Owerri, Imo State, and Federal Government College, K, Sokoto State, while the Kogi State Command of the agency paid a wider advocacy visit to Atta of Igala, His Royal Highness, Matthew Opalua Oguche at his palace in Ida, among others. While commending the officers and men of MMIA Strategic Command for their vigilance and professionalism in handling Chijoke Igbokwe's case, Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Bubamawa, retired, warned those involved in the illicit drug trade that they are not only destroying the lives of others, but equally putting their own lives at great risk. He equally applauded the Lagos State Strategic Command for blocking the huge consignment of skunk from coming into the country. He recognized the concerted efforts of their compatriots in all the commands across the country for intensifying the wider social advocacy lectures and sensitization activities to create a balance in drug supply and demand reduction efforts of the agency.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.